$50, like they charge interest.
You know what? Sometimes it's okay to give, and maybe you'll get back in another form.
When I lend someone like cash, I expect to get cash back. I'm lending you money, and I expect you to give me the same amount or more back.
I'd actually like to add something on the interest thing. One of my friends, he didn't pay me back, so I actually added interest to it. He owed me $50 from $25.
Wow, that's
My friends just
big
really
amount.
slow at paying people back, and they generally don't. I pay my friends back if I borrow money. I just pay them right back.
considerate.
I don't like taking people's money and
Well,
not
Ryan,
being able to pay.
question, before you borrow money, do you put thought into it?
Generally, yeah.
Like, when you'll have money next to pay that back?
I generally know about the time periods between each time I get money.
Yeah.
It's about a month or so each time I get, say, $20.
So, back to the root of the word, you consider things when you borrow money. Other people may borrow money with no idea when the next time they're getting money back. That's a general inconsiderate act.
I generally, even when I borrow someone's money, like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to pay you back for this amount of time because I generally don't get money that often.
Thank you. Dane? You want to share a story with us? An example of being considerate or inconsiderate? Can you stand up, please?
He did send a release.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to think of one because there's so many.
How about just one?
Inconsiderate or inconsiderate?
Whatever one you prefer.
Well, I knew this guy with 3 people who now are extremely rude. Came to my house, trashed my house. This guy was
Can you look at your classmates?
This guy was.
I'm
Classmates?
sorry, your peers.
Not a class.
This guy was. Now I didn't know the guy was inconsiderate at first until he asked to borrow a game. I'm like, sure. He takes a game and 2 artwork covers. That's inconsiderate. I can't get money for those 2 games now.
That's petty theft, isn't it?
He took 1 game and 2 artwork covers.
I believe that would be considered theft. And legally that, I don't know if that's a petty theft, I don't know if
I
that's
know
a
he said
misdemeanor.
to borrow it.
Even if it's petty theft, it's a nightmare to prosecute. You basically have to just take those things and roll with them instead of getting all tied up in what the law can't do.
If someone steals
No, I
like
paid
a
$20 for
$5,000
one of
Let's
those
get back on topic now.
then you go out.
Yes, let's stay back on topic, please. Thank you. Anybody else with examples?
I actually have a fantastic one.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Back at the program I used to go to school at called Project Grow, we had a PS2 in the break room. So a lot of us would bring games in. DDR and Soul Calibur 2 were popular ones. Dance Dance Revolution.
I can never imagine you
Yes.
doing that.
Anyway, I have had to buy Soul Calibur 2 7 times because it kept getting stolen from me when I brought it in to that school. And on top of the fact that it was the same game that kept getting stolen, I had my suspicions of who it was, but no one ever took steps to prove it. Now, the person who is constantly stealing, first time they just took something they saw lying around on a table, incredibly inconsiderate. As it goes on, it builds beyond that normal level of inconsiderate. You can only be inconsiderate to people you normally consider, is the rule of thumb. You can't be inconsiderate to your blood enemy because you already hate them. It's a whole different spectrum of stuff, and you have to take these little blows in life and roll with them because there are inconsiderate, rude, intolerable, miserable people out there, and we do have to survive them and be the better people that do hold the door open for the guy who just got done ripping his buddy off, because karma makes the world go round, and you don't want to be on the bad end.
I wanna add on to what Kyle's saying. So when you're being considerate, you're noticing how your words or your actions can affect other people. So you need to be considerate and careful of what you say, how you react to things. Also, each and every one of us, we're all different, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean that because someone's different, you know, we have to treat them in a certain manner. We should have respect for everybody. Everybody's gonna be different. You might like cars, but he might like boats, you know? And
Boats
that's
are
when,
cool.
and that's why a couple weeks ago, we did compromising and being flexible. If Ryan wants to go to the movies, but Joey wants to go out to eat, then you guys have to find the middle ground.
Eat the movies. Except
That's
movies,
still expensive.
except food at movie theaters are horrible.
Yes, that's
I
true.
got charged for a small water that
Go
was
out to
20
eat and
bucks.
go to
two
the
of them.
drive-in.
Let's not get off topic.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Do we have a couple minutes?
Yes, go ahead.
We've heard some stories that are inconsiderate that were done to you guys. Do we have any experiences or thoughts of something being done to you that is considerate? Jake, guys, anything?
Jake, and then Ryan, you can go after Jake, okay?
Oh God. Anyway, my mom actually lends me money every time I come here.
So she's being considerate, right?
Lend you.
So how can you be considerate for mom?
Well,
Maybe following-
Wait, I do follow her rules.
You know, you can follow your schedule during the week, maybe without her telling you, you can just have it done.
If you could see in this picture, the two means I did it by myself, with no one being told, and one means she told me and I didn't, and I did, and I still did it.
Good job, Jake.
And also thanking her for lending you money and whatnot.
I said, I'm sorry, I forgot. And then she's like, I didn't want to. And she's like, okay. And I'm like,
I'd like to ask you a quick question.
sure.
How often do you pay her back?
You know what, that's not relevant to the topic.
It's sort of considerate.
Right.
It's hard because I don't really have any money.
That's an understanding between him and his mother.
Yeah, thank you. Joe, Ryan, and then you can go, Joe. Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah,
Can you
so-
stand up, please? Thank you.
You don't like stealing.
Why do I have to stay?
You got out of it last time.
Yeah, you got out of it last time, Ryan.
So, I chopped wood with my grandfather for a while. I go to his house to chop it for 6-7 hours with him. I have to roll the logs to the wood splitter. And, he ended up giving me 20 bucks. I don't expect any money after it. I just do it. I do that because actually I find it fun. It gives me something to do in summer. And he gives me like 20 bucks for that.
That's really nice to hear, Ryan. Very nice.
Guys, there's a social contract in general between older family members and kids/minors. They know that you can't get a job yet because of laws and child labor and all that. So from time to time, they see fit, usually on birthdays, holidays, special occasions, to throw you a little spending money. It's just typical family things, and in some houses it's not typical. Like the ridiculous amount of chores that my brother had to do to make money compared to the amount I had to do. I definitely got away with a lot, and there's unbalance everywhere, but it's part of life, and you enjoy it when you can.
Go ahead, Joe.
And you
My
thank
grandfather,
them.
I don't ever
Write
expect
them a
money
letter.
from him.
Let's
He's
not get off,
exactly
let's
the
not,
the
let's
guy
not get
who
off
has a
topic,
whole
but
lot
thank
of
you.
money. I don't
Joe,
expect getting
you wanna
money
take
from
the
him.
stage, please?
Now,
Can you
is
stand
this,
up?
Is this people being considerate to you, or can it be a situation where you're considerate to someone else?
Whatever you like, whatever you prefer, or both if you like.
One day, every Tuesday, my grandma has to come watch us when my mom's at work.
Yeah.
So one day she was her back really hurt, and she usually like brings up the laundry, so I decided to do the laundry for her.
That was being considerate without anybody telling you. You just noticed and helped out, right? And Joe also was considerate today because he brought watermelon for everybody to have. So that was nice of Joe. You guys can all thank him.
Thank you,
Nice,
Joey.
Merci.
Okay, so guys, with the consideration, the top paper that you have on your clipboards,